Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review for episode 3 of season 1 for iZombie, and it is called The Exterminator. So yeah, sorry for it being a bit dark here. My light bulb just kind of went out. So, yes, I'm hoping to get new light bulbs for my room pretty soon, so it can be light again. And yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those of you that actually watched the episode and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning, as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the episode and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. Then I will give you a fair one because as usual I did. So yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, in this episode, you have Liv and the detective, the detective basically, and they're trying to, and they basically have two different investigations. One is a hit and run case, and one of them is a murder mystery case. And Liv eats the brains of one of the victims of for one of these cases, and quickly realizes through her visions that both these cases are connected. So now now her and the detective have to find a way to get their guy. And yeah, you know your typical stuff. You have to get the bat. You have to get the crook, the criminal, arrest them with all the proper evidence. And yeah, you also have Liv. She's kind of dealing with some stuff in this episode since she did eat the brains of a murderer or killer. She's feeling kind of cold, unsentimental. You know what I mean? So and she meets up with one of her old friends, kind of. Basically in the first episode, the thing that turns her into a zombie, basically, she went with one of her friends, and she finds one of her friends as a zombie, so now she has to deal with that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Again, I don't know if any of this is like the comics. If you want, you could tell me down below. That'd be very great in my opinion. Yeah, please do tell me if this is anything like comics, because I've actually never read it. So yes, that was pretty interesting to see. I do think they focused a little bit too much on it at the beginning, but I thought it was pretty decent subplot in my opinion. There were a few scenes throughout the episode I think could have been taken out in my opinion, or just added just to extend the time. But overall they were pretty decent. There's this one small minor subplot in the episode that happened towards the end that only give 2 scenes to, but it's pretty interesting. Basically, they have this kid. You have the ex-fiance, Liv's ex-fiance, and his friends. His friend, basically, he's an orphan. He's an orphan kid. He's from the orphanage. He's about 17, 18 years old, and he says that his roommate left about 4 days ago, and he hasn't returned since. And that he hasn't taken any of his personal belongings. He's basically gone missing. So yeah, and towards the end of the episode, you see the same kid, and he meets up with Blake. I believe that was the other zombie's name. The other zombie, Blake, I believe was his name. And he says that he saw the kid just a couple minutes ago, saying that he's at a house party, and he says that if he wants, he could take this other kid to him. I'm like, he's gonna eat his brains. He's gonna eat the brains. So yeah. So really dark in my opinion. His character. First off, I wonder if he's even in the comics. 2, he's a really interesting character in my opinion, more interesting than Liv, because we see most of the things through Liv's point of view. So it is pretty interesting to see, because we don't see it through his point of view, but he is a pretty interesting character because yeah, he's just interesting overall in my opinion. And I don't want to say he's like the main villain of the show, because he's not really the main villain, but he could serve that purpose at the end of the season or something like that. So yeah, I mean overall it's pretty interesting. I feel like they took a little bit of a darker tone during the subplots in my opinion. So it does mean the show will be a little bit more darker. Not by that much. I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be light and fun, and no nonsense seriousness. But I do feel like they're gonna try to have a little bit more darker tones, so just a little bit more. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being best, and 6 being decent, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's a pretty good episode as usual. And yeah, that's basically it for this review. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the episode. And what are your thoughts on this show? Do you like the comic series better or the TV show? And can you please and are any of the things that have happened so far in the TV show, are they in any way similar to the comics? I'd actually want to know that down below if you guys could, please. And yeah, and aside from that, that's basically it for now. Like the video, that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.